Hello students, good morning. I'm Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, in the previous classes we were discussing the topic chapter 6 of English grammar. The name of the chapter is auxiliary and modal verbs. Dear students, in this chapter we have read what is auxiliary verb with examples, what is modal verbs with example. And dear students, in the modal verb we were discussing the use of can and use of could. Dear students, I have told you that use of can. In the use of, we use the word can, the modal can, to show the ability, to express the ability. Okay, sometimes it is also used to ask the question, to ask the permission, but it is generally used to show the ability. For example, I can speak English. You can run fast. What it shows? It shows the ability. Okay, you have written it in your notebook, you can see. And dear students, we have also discussed that is could. Dear students, this is the past form of can. That is the past form of can, as well as this is the past form of can, as well as I have also told you it is used for a humble request. Humble request. For example, could I have your pen, please? What it shows? It shows the humble request. Okay? And sometimes it is also used as a past form of can. Okay? Past form. For example, I can speak English. I could speak English. Okay? But there are so many rules you have written in your notebook, you can see from there. But generally we use can for showing the ability, and we use could to show the humble request, to show the past form of can. Okay students, today we will discuss the another use, the use of may. Student, I hope that you have understood these two use of models. Now put the heading use of may. That is very common, that you generally use of may. Yes students, put the heading use of may. When do we use the word may as a modal? Yes students, we use it to ask the permission, to show the possibility. Okay, we generally take permission to the teacher to enter in the room. May I come in, sir? Okay, what it shows? It shows the permission. Okay, it may rain today. What it shows? It shows the possibility. Just see, we will write the use of may. Just student, put the heading use of may. When do we use the word may as a model? You see, may is used to express, may is used to express what? To express possibility, comma, permission, and polite suggestion. And polite suggestion. Okay, so just see here. May is used to express possibility, permission, and polite suggestion. Just write it. May is used to express possibility, permission, and polite suggestion. Okay? For example, we will see. Just put the heading example. Just see. First example we will see, may I come in, sir? May I come in, sir. Here the word may is used to express what? To express the permission. Okay? Here the person I is asking for permission. May I come in, sir? What it shows? It shows here the word may is used to express the permission. To ask the permission. Okay? So in the bracket you can write permission. Okay, students, I hope that you all have understood the things. One more example you can see. He may come today. He may come today. What it shows? He may come today. It shows the possibility. It shows the possibility. Just possibility. Okay, should I just write down this example also? Okay, only write two. Yes, students, in this way we have seen, we have understood the things that may is used to express possibility, permission, polite suggestion. Okay, for example, we can see the word may is used here to show the permission. Here the word may is used to show the possibility. Okay, students? So this is all about the may. And there are so many things given in your book. In your book it is not written clearly. Here it is only written which word, which model is used to show the ability, permission, obligation, suggestion, possibility. It is written. But I am teaching you the use of these models. Okay? With the use of this model you can solve the exercises given in the book. Okay, students? So just write it. Okay, students, after that you put the heading use of might. Use of might. I hope that you all have understood the use of may. Now we will discuss the use of might. Okay, I am going to erase it. Just put the heading use of might. Use of might. M-I-G-S-T. Use of might. Just put the heading use of might. Dear students, it is also used to show the possibility, but it is less possible than may. Okay, it is also used to show the possibility, but we use the might to show the less possibility than may. Okay, यानी may से कम, थोड़ा कम possibility show करता है. Just write down. Might is used to express. Might is used to express what? Might is used to express possibility. Possibility. Okay? You see? Might is used to express possibility less possible than may. In the bracket you can write less possible than may. Less possible than may. The word may. And it is also used to show the offer. Offer. O-double-F-E-R. Okay, students, just see. Might is used to show the possibility, but what kind of possibility? It may be, it will be less than may. Okay? and it is also used to show the offer. For example, write down example. He might become a teacher. First example, he might become a teacher. Okay, students, here the word might denotes less possible than may. If we say, we can also say that he may become a teacher. May shows more possibility. May shows more possibility. But the word might shows the less possibility than may. Okay? If there is less possibility, then you can use the word might. Okay, students? So it is used to show the possibility but less possible than may. You keep in your mind, the word might be used to show the possibility but it shows the less possible than may. Next, we generally also say that might I help you? Might I help you? What it shows? It also shows offer. Okay, students? So just write down. What is use of might? Might is used to express possibility, less possible than may, and offer. For example, you might become a teacher. Might I help you? Okay? So just write about it. Now we will discuss the another use, the use of must. That is very, very necessary. That is very, very important. The use of must. Okay? I hope that you all have written it and understood the things. So now we will discuss the use of must. Use of must. Just put the heading use of must. M-U-S-T. Use of must. Put the heading use of the word, the model must. Yes, students, it is used to show the force, necessity. Okay? It shows the necessity. We use the word must. You must read this chapter, otherwise you will fail. Okay, you must go there. It shows what? It shows the necessity. Just see, write down about it. Must is used to express the word must, the model must. M-U-S-T. Must is used to express okay, must is used to express force or necessity. N-E-C-E-S-S-I-T-Y. You see, must is used to express force or necessity, possibility, Must is used to express force or necessity, possibility, and advice. In a sentence. Just see. We use the word must to express force, necessity, sometimes also for possibility, and sometimes we also use to express the advice in the sentence. Okay, students, just see. Must is used to express force, necessity, possibility, and advice in a sentence. For example, we will see. Just see the example. For example, you can say, you must go to school today. School today. Dear students, here the word shows, must, shows what? Necessity, force. Here the word must shows the force or necessity. Okay? Just see. You must go to school today. You must go to school today. Here we use the word must to show the force or necessity. Okay? One more example you can see. You must be tired. You must be tired. Just see students. Here it shows you must be tired. शायद तुम थक गए होगे. What it shows? It shows the possibility. Okay. Here we use the word. We have used the word must to show the possibility. Okay, students. One more example you can see. I will tell you only. You must respect your elders. You must respect your elders. What it shows? It shows the advice. Okay, it shows the advice. But you write only two examples. You must go to school today. What it shows? It shows the necessity, force. And in the another example, you must be tired. What it shows? It shows the possibility. You must respect your elders. What it shows? It shows the advice. Okay. So we use the word must to express the force, necessity, possibility, and advice in a sentence. Okay, students, I hope that you all have understood the things. You write it. Now, students, we will discuss the another use of modals, that is shall. Use of shall. You just write it. I hope that you all have written and understood the things. Now we will discuss the use of shall. Okay, I am going to erase it. So students, you put the heading use of shall, S-H-A-L. Just put the heading use of shall. Use of shall. Use of shall. Just put the heading use of shall. SH. Okay. Dear students, it is also used as a helping verb in the future tense, in the future indefinite tense. Okay, in the simple future tense, we use the word shall with I and we. Okay, with I and we use the word shall in the future indefinite tense, but we also use the word shall as a modal with the other subject also, with the other pronoun also. Okay, just see, write down about the shall. Yes, see, write down shall. I'm going to write from here. Shall, the word shall, the modal shall is used in the first person, is used in the first person to express, in the first person to express what? Pure future. Pure future. Okay. we use the word shall in the first person to express the pure future. But sometimes shall is used for what? In the second and third person. In the second and third person to express a command. To express a command. A promise. A promise or threat. Sometimes a promise and threat. Threat means, you know, students, bhai, dar. Okay? Just see. We use the word shall in the first person pronoun to show the pure future. With I and we use in the future indefinite tense, we use the word shall with I and we. What it shows? It shows the pure future. And now, sometimes we also use the word shall with the second and third person to express command. Command means order, promise and threat. Okay students, just write down. For example, we will see. Just see the example. I shall not enter my house again. He shall not. Just write down. He shall not enter my house again. Enter my house again. What it shows? It shows the command कि वह अब दोबारा मेरे घर में प्रवेश नहीं करेगा. He shall not. Here the word he is third person pronoun, but we are using it as a model. Okay, here the word shall is used as a model to express what? To express the command. Just write down, students. He shall not enter my house again. One more example you see. Next, let's see. He shall punish you. He shall punish you. What it shows? It shows the threat. It shows the threat. You can say it shows the command. Here it shows the command. And here the word, it shows the threat. Okay? And one more example you can see. You shall get prize for this bravery. You shall get prize for this bravery. आपको इस बहादुरी के लिए इनाम मिलना चाहिए. इनाम मिलेगा. What it shows? It shows the promise. It shows the promise. But you write these two examples because there is not enough space. He shall not enter my house again. What it shows? It shows the command. He shall punish you. What it shows? It shows the threat. Okay, students? So, I hope that you all have understood the things about the use of shall. Okay? You see, shall is used in the first person to express pure future. Sometimes shall is used to express the second and third person to express command, promise, threat. For For example, you can see, he shall not enter my house again, and he shall punish you. What is it? It shows the threat. Okay, students? So, whatever the things I have taught today, you revise it. In the next class, we will discuss the use of should, use of will, use of ought, and exercises given in the chapter. Okay, students? So, that's all for today. Thank you.